All right, good Friday afternoon. Hope everyone has had a wonderful week and enjoying maybe the start of your weekend. I do want to start off with satellite and radar. Of course, we've been closely watching that area of low pressure that was in the Gulf, but it is now the remnants of Invest 93L is moving actually through Louisiana and up towards the Mid-South as well. But of course, all that wraparound moisture is going to be causing some problems over the weekend, but the worst of it, thankfully, was to our south and west, where we saw much more rainfall in places like Louisiana and near Pure Part, Louisiana, near Morgan City, and also around the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Folks down there close to Bay St. Louis picked up a decent bit of rainfall, nearly 4.5, 5 inches. But you can still see over the last few hours we've been tracking the heaviest of rain across western Louisiana, and now some storms definitely impacting folks in Alabama and across central Mississippi. But we are not seeing just a widespread washout. Now these chances of rain are going to continue to increase throughout the day, so hopefully if you are out and about, you packed your rain gear, maybe a rain jacket, an umbrella, because today's our best day of rain coverage, and then here on out we're going to see those chances of rain going down. So let's take a look at radar right now, a little radar tour. Some light sprinkles in for folks in Holmes County and Attala County right now. Our driest area all day has been in the Delta. It's also been our hottest area, so if you are watching from the Delta, please remember those heat safety tips. We do actually still have a heat advisory in place for Humphreys County, and that'll go until 7 p.m. But these showers are helping to cool us down as well, and the cloud cover today has been helpful to keep us on the cooler side. Some more heavy rain right now falling just south of Carthage in Leake County, and also near Walnut Grove. We're getting in on some heavy pockets of rain, but as we head into the next several hours, we're going to see this more so widespread across the region. I'm going to zoom back out and show you what's happening in the metro. Some spotty stray showers, some strikes of lightning though across Scott County near Forest, and some moderate rain down to our south. We've seen some heard some rumbles of thunder, seen some strikes of lightning in Adams County, and now really just seeing some light sprinkles, light rain in Adams County, and for some folks in Jefferson and Franklin as well. For Lincoln County, just south of Brookhaven, moderate rain is ongoing. Now we are going to time you through what's going to happen later, but as of now you can still see temperatures are what looks to be a little more comfortable than what we have been seeing. We're actually in the 80s, but that humidity is so high. It's that tropical moisture that is still playing a big role into our forecast. So dew points are in the upper 70s, which makes it feel like 100 degrees. Winds are coming in from the east and southeast at about 10 miles per hour, but we could see and feel some gustier winds throughout the day. Again, just those bands of rain and storms around that area of low pressure, that is going to cause some unsettled weather today and tomorrow in the way of rain and storms, but also some breezy winds. So we're at 91 degrees in Rolling Fork, 88 in Durant and in Vicksburg, 85 in Hazelhurst. Notice Macomb right now. Those rain-cooled air is feeling nice. 81 for folks to our south. Our current heat index as well was in that dangerous territory in the Delta just a few minutes ago. Maybe half an hour ago, we saw 107 in Yazoo City, but looks like those numbers are coming down, which is great news. We are obviously still having to deal with the rain as that continues to move further north. But notice our heat indices are still in the upper 90s and triple digits, so that's going to be quite oppressive if you're out doing anything strenuous. So make sure to keep still focusing on those heat safety tips today and especially later on next work week and into the weekend. Let's time out the rest of your Friday though. The heaviest of rain is still going to stay off to our west in Louisiana, but I expect some pockets of heavy rain. Localized flash flooding is not out of the question, but we're still looking at a very low threat of that happening. Keep in mind though, saturated soil is around. We've seen a decent bit of rainfall for the month of July, and more so than we usually do. I think our rain totals right now are what they should be at the very end of the month, and Of course, we're only in the middle of the month. So it's been a wet and stormy July. So if you live in a flooding prone area, these storms could lead to some localized concerns. By 5 and 6 o'clock, I do expect some heavy rain in around the metro and north of Interstate 20. I would say south of I-20 is where we've been seeing rain earlier in the day, but this trend is going to continue to move further north, and some of these storms could produce some gusty winds. The good news is we quiet down overnight, and we will see some quiet conditions early Saturday morning. So if you do have outside things you need to get done, maybe some yard work, cut the grass, or whatever it may be, maybe do it earlier in the day before those storms start to fire up again in the afternoon. Saturday is looking a little bit lower in coverage. We're talking a 50 to 60% chance of rain and storms, and again, that trend will hold as we get into the evening hours. We'll see that chance of rain really beginning to diminish and fizzle out. Early Sunday is dry. We could see a stray shower in the afternoon, but the coverage of rain Sunday is going to be much lower. I've actually taken that chance of rain down from 30 to 20. So I think we'll start to heat up as chances of rain are going down. And today is really the worst of it. By tomorrow, we'll see some scattered storms. Sunday, we're mainly dry with a few isolated spotty showers, and that is the same story going into Monday and Tuesday. So over the next 7 days, again, the highest amount will stay to our south with all that tropical moisture, but we're still going to get in on some good rain over the next 24 to 48 hours. So that's why a marginal risk for some flash flooding is in place. Keep that in mind over the next few days. Always turn around if you come upon a flooded roadway. Never try to drive through it. And also, if you see flooding waters, always seek higher ground. But we're not too worried with this being an area-wide problem. We're also not worried with severe weather. Again, there could be some gusts up to about 25, close to 30 miles per hour, but I think all of those storms will stay sub-severe. We'll, of course, watch them over the weekend, and Austin Powell will be here to closely watch that for you and keep you in the loop. 8-day forecast, though, showing us temperatures in the upper 80s today, but we're dropping into the mid-70s overnight. That chance of rain is going down Saturday, and especially Sunday, we'll see a 20% chance of rain, and high temperatures in the afternoon are back to the middle 90s, but the trend is going to be temperatures warming up quickly. 97 by Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, we could feel even warmer, so heat advisories may be needed by the middle part of next week. Lows will get into the mid-70s again. We'll see some isolated storms back in the forecast by the end of next week. Until next time, hope you have a great rest of your Friday and enjoy your week.